Yo, what is up everybody? Jumping here, and today I am back with my no bonfire, no death challenge run for Dark Souls 2. Alright, so we are at the Shrine of Amana, and this place is definitely a bitch, but it's a lot better now than it used to be. When this game first came out, this area was the most difficult area in the game, at least in my opinion. And it still is somewhat challenging, but it's not nearly as bad as it once was. Alright, now if you do come over here and open this chest, you can get yourself 2 dusk herbs. I didn't really show that, but that's what I got in the chest. I got 2 dusk herbs. So that's going to help me out in the future. Now we need to run past all the enemies. The Archdrakes, they're one of the main enemies of this area. They're the pain in the ass. They run so fast, they do so much damage. Now the wizards used to be like the worst. And combine them with the Archdrakes, it was so bad. It was like the worst thing ever. The wizards really aren't the problem anymore because their spells don't really track as much. They don't do as much damage. But the Archdrakes, they're still overpowered as fuck. I mean, look at this guy staying on my ass. I'm running like hell, but they will just stay on you. And it's really hard to run past these guys. Now right here, there's going to be 3 of them. So I'm going to cut to the right. And then I'm going to try to roll, but the water will slow you down. So I got hit there. I got lucky I didn't get hit again. Now it's time to just run for it. If you run out of all your stamina, you're going to not be able to run until it fully recharges. That's something they added to this game. And I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really like that mechanic, but it's whatever. It's not a big deal either way. Alright, so let's go through the fog gate. We're still getting chased at this point, so you just want to run past all this shit. Now these first 2 wizards you can easily run past because the spells don't track as bad anymore, and yeah, you just want to get past this entire area, and then in our next area we're going to actually take the time to kill the wizards. There's a reason for that, and I will try to explain it. Alright, right here you got to watch out for the spells coming at you. If you notice right there, like the spell hit the wall, that's because they will continue to shoot at you. Okay, so we're going to take out these wizards for a couple reasons. The main reason is because this red phantom will get on you, and if this red phantom will aggro on you, it will probably kill you, so you definitely want to take this red phantom out. Another thing you probably are going to want to do is that you're going to want to take out that other wizard, really both the wizards, because once we get to the other side, we're going to take our sweet little time killing the enemies, because running past that part would be probably impossible. I can't say would it be totally impossible, but I would at least think it would be impossible. It would be a guaranteed death if I attempted that. So we need to take out all the enemies in the next area, and these wizards can hit you from over here. You might think they might not be able to, but they will. They'll shoot at you from across the damn map, and they'll hit you in the back. It's extremely annoying, but let's just run for it. When you run over there, you'll get the troll that will aggro on you. You don't want to fuck with him, so we're just going to go through the door, let this one guy chase me in here, and then we're just going to go ahead and take him out real quick. And then we can summon our NPC friend, Felicia. Now, a lot of people always ask me, who's my favorite NPC? It's got to be Felicia, just because of the name. I love fucking around with Felicia. It's always, Felicia, what you doing? Felicia, help me. Felicia, save me. Felicia, no! I don't know. I just love that name that they gave her, Felicia. Anyway, so right here, I'm letting this Archdrake come to me before I summon her. That way I can take it out, because I don't want her to block me. A lot of times if you summon her, she'll block you, and it's like, ah, Felicia, what are you doing? Let me back in the room. Save me. And she can actually kill you. I've seen a video once of her doing a jump attack and killing the host. It's like, what is that about? Alright, so I'm taking out these 2 wizards right now with melees because if I get close to this one, the other wizards will start to attack me from a distance. It's going to be a lot easier to spot the wizards if they're actually shooting their spells at you. One big problem is that it's kind of hard to see these damn wizards. But if you can take them out with a bow, that is really the best way to go about doing it. Unfortunately, I wish I would have never magic infused my bow because these things have a lot of magic resistance. So physical damage would probably be the best. But you can use poison arrows. After 4 poison arrows, you should poison the wizard and it should just die. So I would say just use poison arrows. Shoot him with 4 and then just chill. Remember, we're taking our sweet little time here because we do not want to risk this part. This is one of the hardest parts in the entire game, getting to the fog gate and going through the fog gate. So we need to kill everything. Alright, so one of the wizards are dead. I'm trying to spot the other wizard, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and aggro these archdrakes. If you stand up here, you should be good. They will eventually come around, but Felicia should help us somewhat, or at least hopefully she does. Right there, that was a total waste. I wish I would have never done that. I just got hit in the back, son of a bitch. Come on, Soul Geyser. You know what? I really do think that they have nerfed Soul Geyser in damage and in casting speed. It just seems like it takes forever now to cast, and that just really sucks. Somebody was telling me that they nerfed it with the April 29th patch, and guess what? I think they did. Not 100% on that, but I do believe it is possible. Alright, so now we need to find the final wizard, take that thing out from a distance. Now, on New Game Plus, I believe there's more archdrakes than there are on New Game. I believe there's like an additional 2 extra ones. So yeah, that really sucks. Felicia's going to town right now, taking out like that guy over there. I'm just using my bow again to poison that thing. Alright, so now all we gotta do is let this thing die from the poison. Don't ask me why I was wasting a Soul Geyser here. You know what? I think I know what it was. I think after I cast it the first time, I was kind of like wondering, what's going on here? Like, it seemed like the casting speed was so slow. So maybe I was testing it? I'm not too sure though. Alright, so right here you're going to have 2 archdrakes. And this is fucking crazy. This was so stupid of me. I don't know what I was doing. I was screaming at Felicia. I was like, Felicia, you fucking bitch! You bitch! Help me! Save me, Felicia! Save me! Oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad in so many ways. But you have to... Don't do what I did. Maybe from a distance, shoot him with arrows or something. Lure him over to you and stand somewhere safe. But I don't know. I'm just in a really shitty spot right now. I have to just run, and use a divine blessing. That's the only thing that can maybe save me right now. I need all my health back. Fucking these archdrakes, they run so fast, and Felicia is dead. No! Look at this guy camping, like he was just waiting for me to come around the door. He was like, motherfucker, I'm gonna get you. But I fucking killed that asshole, and it felt so good. Now I have to deal with the other archdrake, but everything should be a lot calmer now because he's kind of walking away. And I know I'm just gonna blast his ass. Felicia, you will be avenged! Asshole. Alright, at this point, though, we should be good. All the enemies are dead. We can go through the fog gate, and then we can go to the next area, which is pretty bad, too, but not nearly as bad as that area. It's those fucking archdrakes, I'm telling you. Alright, but let's go on through. Now, this part sucks, too, because what we have to do is that we are going to have to do the bow strategy again to kill the enemies. But first of all, there's going to be all these mushrooms. These guys can break your gear, so you do want to take these freaks out. It's really annoying if your gear gets broken, because the only way to fix it is with repair powders. If your attunement ring gets broken, well, you're not going to have any more spells. So that really, really sucks. Or at least I won't have any spells. I don't know about you guys. I use the attunement ring. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this big fucker out. I'm trying to cast a Soul Geyser. I mean, look at that casting speed. It is so fucking slow now. They definitely nerfed it. That's the only thing that makes sense. Alright, I'm going to shoot a Crystal Soul Spear, and I guess I'll finish him off with an arrow, but I have these other little ones coming up behind me, so that really sucks too. Alright, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and poison the wizards again. So let's take aim. It doesn't matter if they hit you. It really doesn't matter. Let them hit you. Just all you want to do is make sure that you actually poison these damn things. And there we go. Now we're just going to chill right here and just wait for the poison to actually kill that damn thing. Hopefully these mushrooms won't get too close. If they do, that would be horrible. I really don't want to have to kill those things. Alright, I'm just kind of rolling through the attacks to try to not take damage. Now we can go ahead and take out this other one. If you look to the right, actually you need to go to the left. There it is, right there. So let's go ahead and poison this one as well. Now there is an invader, like an NPC invader that will invade you here. But the invader will not invade unless you go into the center of like that little lake area with all the items. So if you just kind of like say fuck the items and just go straight to the boss, You should not get invaded, which would be nice. Okay, so the poison is about to kill that damn thing. I'm gonna buff my weapon right now. At this point, I'm just basically blowing through all my spells. The buff will help me kill some of these enemies quicker. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use one of my herbs to actually restore my spells. Okay, so right here we have this wizard. Just go ahead and kill it real quick. 3 hits should do it. We also have this thing coming at me. I guess I'll take time real quick to kill this as well. And it's dead. Alright. I was picking up the items because those things can actually drop radiant life gems. So that's really awesome. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Now we can go and fight the Demon of Songs, which is an extremely easy boss. It's a really cool boss, but it is an extremely easy boss. You can actually talk to her. We'll never come back. There's really no reason to do that, but whatever. Alright, now before I actually use one of my herbs, I'm just going to cast my first Soul Geyser at this thing. Now you get a free hit as a mage, so just cast a spell from the distance. Oh man, look at that damage. It's so much lower now. I don't know. I can't really say that. Seems like Crystal Soul Spirit will be my main spell now. Okay, so right here he's doing his hug. When he does that, I'm just gonna blast his ass. At least I did pretty good damage there. This is how you want to fight it. You just want to get close enough to have the arms come out. You want to watch out for things like that. But you do want to get close enough to have the arms come out. And when they come out, you just simply go ahead and back up and then cast a spell and hit him in the face. And just repeat this strategy over and over again until you kill the Demon of Songs. This thing is really easy, like I said, because that's all we're going to do. I don't even think this thing will hit me. And yeah, it is pretty weak to magic. Magic is your best bet. In fact, magic is probably your best bet for pretty much every boss. Every boss is weak to some type of magic for the most part, and you can kill all the bosses really easily with magic. Alright, so maybe one more Crystal Soul Spear might do it. No, it's gonna take 2, but whatever. It's dead, that's all that's important. Now we can go to the Undead Crypt, which is a fucking nightmare of a place as well. There's one room that is so difficult. Now you could totally skip it for this playthrough, it shouldn't be a problem at all. But in a normal playthrough, when you're actually trying to pick up all the items and do that, there is this one room that is probably now the hardest room in the game since they nerfed the shrine. Alright, let's go ahead and open the door. And the boss of this place as well is not that easy. Especially when you burn some Bonfire aesthetics and you have it on like New Game Plus 4, which is what the Undead Crypt is actually on. Yes, I fucked up. I was farming for souls, so you know what I was doing? I was farming this boss for soul vessels, and also because if you actually kill this boss and the king, you can refight the king and this boss again, which is worth like 250,000. It's a lot. You get a lot. 180,000 for the king. So if you really want to farm some souls, there's a lot of ways to do it, but this is one of the best methods. It's just to go ahead and burn Bonfire's aesthetics here. Another good one is you fight the Giant Lord over and over again. People talk about that a lot, but I mean, being able to refight the king, like, that's amazing. He's worth so many souls. Okay, now in New Game Plus, this area is a little bit different, and it's definitely a lot more annoying because there's going to be a couple new enemies here that they put here just to piss you off. I mean, that's the only reason why they did it, because you're going to have like those wizards casting spells at you. It's really annoying. And now you have to deal with these fuckers. You got to get them out the way before you can actually go on through. So, I mean, it just really freaking sucks. There we go. All you got to do, though, is let them get up. Once they get up, they will attack you, and you can run right past them. But getting them to get up, it's tricky. I can't really say if there's an easy way to do it. Maybe just get close enough. You can also try attacking them. That also helps. Right now, I'm just running for it because I'm trying to lure some of the enemies away. I just don't want to get, like, basically pinched. You know, have one enemy coming up behind me, have an enemy in front of me, get hit by spells. It's like, oh, God, what's going on here? This was definitely a very stressful episode of this video when I was recording it. I was just freaking the fuck out. So mad about the Archdrakes almost killing me. I was so upset about Soul Geyser being nerfed. I was for sure that it was nerfed at this point. And yeah, you know, this part is a nightmare. This boss is a fucking nightmare. Everything about this place is a fucking nightmare. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to get this guy to get up again. Come on, get up, you fucker. There he goes. He finally decided to get up. And yeah, I'm just going to run away again. You know, just run away. Let this guy come down a little bit. And then we're just going to run for it. Here he comes. He's going to walk right off. And we're just going to run past all these assholes. Screw you. See you later. Now, these guys can poison you, so be careful. You don't want to get poisoned now. That would be pretty bad. Alright, now one great thing, though, is that if you come up here and you talk to this guy, this NPC, he sells 13 Elizabeth mushrooms. That is awesome. That will really help you a lot. Right now I have 18, or is that 16? I think that's 16. But either way, I'm going to have like 30 or 29 or whatever. It's going to be a lot, and that is freaking great. You want to talk to this guy as well, because then later we can summon him for the boss, which would be nice. I'm going to go ahead and buy his spells too, just because, why not? There's really no reason to for the playthrough, but I do want extra copies of like Soul Spear. That would be nice for New Game Plus Plus. Alright, so let's do this. Just gotta run past these fools. These guys are easy to run past. You might get hit, but whatever. But we can go on through the fog gate. And yes, we're just going to be running past everything here. And what we're going to be trying to do is we're going to be trying to get to basically the boss. This is a really short area, to be quite honest, because if you run past everything, you can beat this area in like, what, 5 minutes? Or maybe not beat the area in 5 minutes. The boss might take you a couple minutes or something, but it's whatever. Alright, so over here, you will be invaded by an NPC. I do recommend going ahead and killing this NPC just to get it out of the way, because we're going to be blocked anyways, so you do want to take the time, take this NPC out. This is actually, I believe, the cleric girl. You might just want to kill her. That would have been kind of a good idea, because then she won't evade you, I guess. Alright, whatever though. You know, she will hit pretty hard, and she can dodge your spells. So, I mean, that just really sucks. Ooh, that's really irritating, like her dodging my spells, because I know that eventually I'm going to run out of herbs, and I don't want that to happen. That would be like the worst thing ever. But I think I'm good, because I'm getting really close to the end, and I still have like, what, 8 dusk herbs, and I have a couple amber herbs, and some other stuff. I have like crimson waters. That's really nice as well. Alright, right here, just run between them, and they will aggro eventually. And then, yeah, you should be able to run right past them. Now, this room is like the worst room in the game. But remember, like I said, because you could just run past everything, it's really not that bad. But finding the right way is kind of like fucking crazy. I mean, I'm kind of looking right now like, oh, which one's the right one, you know? Like, huh? Well, that's not it. That's not it, clearly. That's not it. Where the fuck is it? And it's like, oh no, all the damn fucking wizards are coming out now. These fucking things are super annoying, but, you know, I got past them. Once you run down this hallway, they will not chase you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull this lever. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why I pulled that. There was no reason to do it, because I'm not going back or anything like that. But, you know, it's whatever. Maybe if I die, I could have, like, used it in the future. Alright, so kill that guy for sure, otherwise he will ring this bell and you'll have all those wizards come out and try to kill you. It's fucking super annoying. Alright, so we're going to take our sweet little time here. We're actually going to kill all these enemies. The reason why is because we're going to summon the NPC and we need him alive. And this is just a pain in your ass if you try to run past these guys, but these guys do a lot of fucking damage. There is no question about that. These guys with those halberds, man, that's what that is. That halberd is actually really fucking good. I need to get it. I want to try it, because I would imagine it is going to be really good for PvP. I've seen a couple people using it, and yeah, it does a lot of freaking damage. Alright, so I don't know how I got the backstab there, but you know, whatever. That was kind of weird looking, but alright, I just did a jump attack, killed that one. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of these guys. They're like the King's Guard, you know. They're guarding their king. So we do need to take our sweet little time doing this. Up here, there's going to be 3 of them that will come at you at once. So keep that in mind. You probably want to use some magic to kill them. But what you want to do is you want to let them attack first. Because if they are not attacking, they will be blocking. And if they block your spells, well, you're not going to do any damage to them. You don't want that. And yeah, they can actually block your weapon as well, and your weapon will bounce off their shield, so that really sucks. You gotta get them at the right time. Like, when they attack is the best time to basically come in for the counterattack. When there's only one left, you can just kind of go for a backstab or just go ahead and go for some pokes and try to kill him. And there we go. Now he's dead. There's 2 other enemies here, and there are 2 more with halberds. They don't really chase you all that much, so right now I'm just going to go ahead and buff my weapon for the boss battle anyway. And yeah, we're going to try to kill these things if possible. Alright, I'm trying to aggro him, let him attack, and he hit me, fucking bastard. Now I'm going to go for a Crystal Soul Spear. He blocked it though. It's like, really, dude? Now when he's doing that, he's basically doing the block attack thing that you can do in this game. So don't try to attack him and if that's the case, unless you're trying to roll behind him maybe. Right here I'm going to go in, and yes, I got him. Now we can summon the NPC. One reason why I do not recommend summoning the NPC while they're still enemies is because you don't want this NPC to take any damage. No damage at all until you actually fight the boss. Because this guy he can go ahead and tank some hits for you. That's what you want. You want him as a distraction, just like all the other NPCs. And if he comes in there with like half health, well, he ain't gonna be much of a help. Because this boss can one-shot you. I mean, he really fucking can. Once he buffs himself, like, he can do a lot of damage. And remember, I believe this might be on New Game Plus 4. I can't remember. It's either New Game Plus Plus or New Game Plus Plus Plus. Alright. So, you know, what we're going to do is we're just going to cast magic at him, and we're going to try to stay far away. And this is what you want. You want him to get on the Grave Warden, because once he's on him, he won't attack you. I mean, but look how little damage Soul Guy's just doing. It's so frustrating. But yes, I am eating my herbs because I need to kill this guy. This will be one of the hardest fights. Well, I really won't say it's one of the hardest fights, but it's one of the worst ones in the game, because after this there's not much left. All I gotta do is fight one more boss, which is the Giant Lord. Actually, no, that's not right. I have to fight the Guardian Dragon and the Giant Lord, and then the final boss. That's it. I guess technically I also have to fight, what's that thing? It's the Throne Defender and Throne Watcher. So yeah, there are other bosses coming up, but I'm not really worried about any of those bosses. The only other one that I am a little bit worried about is the Guardian Dragon. That thing is kind of a joke. You can kill it really quick, really easily, but that area is like on New Game Plus 6 or 7 or 8 or 13. I don't fucking remember, because I was farming for the Monastery set, and that was just horrible. Alright guys, well, now that I'm using my H Feather, I'm going back to the Shaded Woods, and in our next episode we will go to Aldina's Keep, we will fight the Guardian Dragon, we will go to the Ancient Dragon, we'll talk to it, and we'll leave, and maybe we'll even do the memory. I am not too sure. We'll have to see what happens. But I really do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, will you please like and favorite it for me? Be sure to subscribe for more Dark Souls 2 content. And also click an ad, because that does help me make money. And I would really appreciate that. It doesn't really take that long. You just got to click the ad. You don't even need to look at it. You just exit out or whatever. But it really does help a lot. I really do hope that you guys have a nice day. And peace out.